Hello everyone! Welcome to Share Vidya's YouTube channel. We have come up with a brand new video on top 5 investment options in India which you need to consider for your next investment. In this video, we will talk about how to choose the best investment option, as in which all factors you need to keep in mind before you finalize any kind of investment. Then we will provide you the top 5 investment options which are best in case of taxability, in case of risk and returns. After that, we'll have a comparison of all these 5 investments, and in the end, you will get a pro tip, that is one basic tip but a forgotten one which is very important for an efficient allocation of your investments. So, stay tuned and let's get started. Many people advise us that before you invest in any kind of scheme, make sure you think twice. But these people forget to tell you that a short method to invest. And we have brought to you 5 factors which you need to check every time you invest in something new scheme. First is the risk. You need to make sure that the investment option that you are considering, the kind of risk that you will be liable to take, is in line with your risk taking ability. For example, if you have a high risk capacity, then going for an equity or stock market would be the best option for you because you will be getting higher returns over there. But if your risk taking ability is very low and you investing in stock market would be very harmful because there is no guarantee that you will always get your money back. So make sure that you calculate your risk taking capacity and that of the investment option before you finalize your investment. The second thing is liquidity. Liquidity is very important factor to check because you will be in need of cash or transferable money in case of emergencies like COVID. But if your investment option is not liquid, then you might be in a serious trouble. For example, Provident Fund is a highly illiquid investment option. Why? Because there is a lock-in period of almost 5 years and your investment should be for almost 15 years in PPF. So, your decisions depends upon the liquidity of the investments. The third thing is taxability. If you earn a return on your investment, if that investment is taxable, then you will have to let go of some percentage as tax. So, how to diversify your investment in terms of taxability is also an important factor. The fourth thing is tenure. Some investments can be sold off immediately and some cannot. As I discussed earlier, there is a lock-in period for some investments, for example, bonds, provident fund, etc. However, there is no lock-in period for investments like stock market or mutual funds. So if you want to block your money for some years, then you can always go for lock-in period investments where your money is blocked for a certain number of years and you cannot take that money out before the lock-in period. The fifth and the most important thing that you must look is returns. Nobody wants to invest their money for no returns, right? So make sure that you know the return percentage or the possible return percentage on your investment, and if you are really satisfied with that, then only you invest. Now let's get to know what are the top 5 investment options that we have brought for you. The first is the stock markets, then comes the mutual funds, then comes the gold ETFs, that is the gold exchange traded funds, which also act like a mutual fund. Then comes the debt market investments, and the safest and the secured investment option is the provident fund or the public provident fund. Let us look at the characteristics of these kind of investments. If we talk about stock market, it is equity trading and investing, which has a high return but a high risk capacity. Also, it is a highly liquid asset as you can sell it off anytime and you can get cash or money for it. Next comes the mutual funds. Usually, mutual funds are beneficial only if you invest in a long term. It can be 10 to 15% returns for an average of 10 years. However, the risk and the return capacity differs as per the investment option or the mutual fund option. For example, there are index funds or there are debt funds which have a lower risk but as well as lower returns. However, there is equity funds or equity mutual funds which have almost an average return of 15% or 10 to 15%, and however they are risky. So based on your risk taking capacity and your return capacity, you can make sure to finalize the best mutual fund investment for yourself. The third thing is gold ETFs. Gold ETF is the type of mutual fund which invests in gold bullions which are linked to the dollar rate, the US dollar rate. So, as dollar falls, the gold ETF values increase. It is proven that it can give 6 to 8% returns on average, and also it is a passive investment. As in you need not invest actively or pay active attention to gold ETFs. The fourth type is debt market. So this consists of bonds and commercial papers, which is also a type of passive investment. However, debt market investments have a lock-in period, meaning that until completion of a certain period of time, you cannot sell off the investments. These kind of investments usually give 4 to 8% average returns. The last and the fifth is public provident fund. This is a passive type of investment with an average return of 7% per annum. However, this type of investment has a lock-in period of 5 years and the tenure of the investment is 15 years. However, this is a safe type of investment because government gives assured returns of minimum 7%. However, it can vary according to the economic conditions. Now that we have some idea about all these 5 types of investment, let's get to the comparison. We have analyzed all these 5 investment options based on the 5 factors that we talked previously, that is, the 5 factors to choose the best investment option. If we talk about stock market trading, it includes high risk and the returns are in average of 8 to 15%. However, people have earned exceptional returns of almost more than 20% to 40%. However, it is in rare case scenarios. If we talk about the taxability of stock market, it is taxable for short term, that is if you hold the shares for less than 1 year, and it is taxable for long term for more than 1 year. So for short term it is 15% plus surcharge and cess, and for long term it is 10% without indexation. In stock market there is no restriction on tenure, that is you can sell the securities anytime, and it has a high liquidity. Moving to mutual funds, it has a high to low risk depending upon the type of fund that you choose. For example, for equities it is very high risk, and for debt funds and index fund it has a low risk. The return is usually in the range of 8 to 15% and it is linked to the market, that is the stock market. The taxability for mutual fund is same as stock market. However, ELSS scheme, that is equity linked savings scheme, is a type of mutual fund which can be claimed under ATC deduction. The tenure of a mutual fund is long term, mostly preferred, but you can sell it off anytime. However, for ELSS there is a lock-in period for 3 years. The liquidity of mutual fund is comparatively higher than debt markets and PPF. If we talk about gold ETFs, they have a moderate risk because they are linked to the gold prices to dollar rate, and they are comparatively less riskier than stock market. You can earn an average return of 6 to 8%. They are taxable just like stock markets, and the tenure can be flexible like mutual funds. Gold ETFs have high liquidity just like physical gold, but physical gold has one shortcoming, that is making charges. Once you remake the gold into some other kind of an ornament, you incur a making charge of rupees 30 to 60 per gram. This increases the cost and depreciates the overall investment value. But gold ETFs are the advantage of ETFs is that you don't have to pay making charges. So you invest in gold without actually getting physical gold. Next, we come to debt markets, which is usually bonds and commercial papers issued by RBI, government, or any other bank. The risk is very low and the return percentage is also low of almost 4 to 8%. The taxability is same. However, some bonds or some commercial papers are not taxable. For example, zero coupon bonds which have interest free taxable, free of taxability. Bonds usually have a lock in period and they can be for short to long term. Hence, the liquidity is very low. The last investment type, that is PPF, has a very low risk and the average return is almost 7%. Now, the good thing about PPF is that the interest earned on it as well as the maturity amount is tax free. However, the tenure of the investment is for 15 years with a lock in period of 5 years. That is, after 5 years, you can make partial withdrawals. The liquidity of PPF is extremely low. With this, I hope that you have understood thoroughly this table and what each type of investment means in terms of risk, return, taxability, tenure, and liquidity. However, many of us think that because stock market gives highest returns, we should always invest in stock market. However, this is not true. The great Warren Buffett says successful investing takes time, discipline, and patience. Hence, it is important to take calculated decision when it comes to investing. And that's where we bring to you our pro tip for efficient allocation. Make sure to ensure your high risk investment with a low risk steady investment. With this, I mean that if you're investing in a high risk, high return investment, you should have a backup investment which has a very low risk, that is PPF or debt funds. In this way, even if you lose a chunk of money in high risk investment, the low risk investment will cover your money at least for a long term period. So, folks, with all this information and tips from our side, we hope that your investment journey becomes successful. Thank you for watching. And for any more queries, reach out to us from the given number, email address, or website. Stay tuned for more such videos and make sure to hit a like and subscribe button on our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.